Oral used to say, you know, the vast majority of people out there, their Bible is the newspaper and they're picking up the newspaper, right? He's trying to reach out to them. He's trying to, you know, obviously get the mission out there and lead them toward Christ. But if he can get them to open up the newspaper and check out the sports page and everybody say, well, what's this Oral Roberts here? You know, what's that? What are they doing? Right. And then they look them up and they find out what they are. I think that's what Oral's vision was. And again, I think that he was very passionate about, you know, what his vision was, right? And I think he was very contagious about that kind of thing. And I think he got people involved into it. And that's why I see parallels with who we have now in Dr. Wilson, right? A president who's incredibly passionate about what he wants to do and is able to get people to buy into that vision and come alongside it. And I think that, you know, got to have alignment if you're going to win at a high level, right? And at ORU, where I'm excited because we've had that alignment for a while of people that believe what the athletic department can do and have backed us and given us the support we need. And obviously we have donors who are behind us as well. And so it's been exciting to get all those people together, and the power in that collective has just been really amazing.
It has to make you believe every day when you're seeing the tower built that big in front of you. This program can go as far as we want it to go. And the proof is right in front of our eyes that we believe and this can happen.
Well, in our new athletic center, when you walk in, one of the first quotes that you see on the wall is a quote from Oral Roberts that says, "Make no little plans here," right? And that was one of his big things he used to tell everybody at that university. And so you're right. When you walk in and you see the Mabee Center and you see even now all the, you know, what Dr. Wilson's done, all the new buildings on campus and the new cafeteria, new dorms, new library, new media arts center, new welcome center. Like, this is stuff that if you're going on a campus and you see a bunch of cranes and dirt moving, you know there's momentum, right? And so I think that's the part of the belief that we've really instilled. And the core values in our athletic department are effort, attitude, and belief. And the most important one is belief, right? And it's make no little plans here, right? Yeah, we might not have the biggest budget, we might not have everything everybody else has, but you know what? We've got a belief that's stronger than others that we're going to get in here and we're going to be able to do this thing. We're going to figure it out. We're going to put this collective together and we're going to see great things, and God's going to bless that. So you're right. I think that quote, that attitude, that atmosphere, again, has embodied our staff, our head coaches, and our student athletes to where they believe. And now the proof's in the pudding. That's the awesome thing, right? Like, you can see what's happened. We've done it.
Yeah, baseball team was in Omaha just a few years ago. And now, speaking of new projects, that baseball facility is unbelievable.
Now, what's even more exciting is, and I tell this, you know, this to everybody all the time, is, you know, we made the Sweet 16 in the College World Series without the new stuff,
Mhm.
right? So it's awesome to have it, and you got to have it, and recruits want to see that, and everybody kind of feels the momentum. But I think what's even more exciting is for them to realize, hey, man, you did it without this, right? You did it when your office was actually leaking water every day, right? And we had to have a bucket in there. And it's exciting when the belief overcomes all that, and then you see what's possible.
I got one anecdote that really just speaks to how powerful either a student athlete, a coach, anything, where there is so much more than sports happening here.
Barron on the men's basketball team decided to get baptized, and it was an incredibly special moment because that Sunday, everybody showed up. We had staff members there, the entire team was there, and the entire coaching staff was there, administrators. So and that doesn't happen everywhere, right? And we're celebrating with him, and he's coming out of there and he's hooping and hollering, and he was baptized by one of the assistant coaches. And again, that environment, that culture, that discipleship, what it really means, you know, a decision that affects eternity, right? Wins and losses are great. What we're doing at ORU on the court is great, but those eternity decisions are really what sticks with you and makes you go, you know what? Like, that's why I come back, right? And we say this all the time. There's a lot of athletic departments doing a lot of great things athletically. They're doing a lot of great things academically. But we think we've got that third most important component. That's, hey, we're doing that discipleship. We're trying to send these kids out to change the world for Jesus and to impact them for eternity. That's, I think, what we're the most proud about.
One of the things you said at the Champions Dinner this year was that, you know, a lot of schools have a lot more money than God, especially now, but we have a lot more God than money at Oral Roberts. Isn't that something that people can believe a little bit more when you see an Oral Roberts go into Omaha?
There are a lot of teams that have more money than God, but we got a lot more God than money. And when that belief factors in like that and it means more, and you've got the proof in the pudding now, you're right. It's exciting to mean something, to show what God can do when you try to honor him the right way, when you try to, and again, we say this all the time, we want the platform so we can give glory back to him, right? Ultimately. So it's exciting to see the student athletes and the coaches do that and then do the things that we're talking about. And again, represent ORU and then have it become a national brand, as we mentioned.
If there's one thing now that, God's trying to go bring forward for ORU, what would be the gift that someone could give now that would most change the program?
Well, so again, there's many things you can give to. I mean, there's sponsorships, there's NIL, there's scholarships, all those types of things we're trying to give to. But for me, I think somebody could come in and really impact our chaplain program, right? They could come and impact our chaplain program. They could come and impact our scholarships and really do things that go right to the heart of the kids, right? And what does that? Scholarships does that. Chaplain program does that. We do different things where stipends to help them. We'll send. One of my favorite stories this year is Abraham. Maybe it might be one of the greatest runners ever to run at ORU. Right? He could win a national title in cross country, and so he came up to me, and he could probably be anywhere in the country, right? But he loves ORU, and he loves Alec, and he loves God, and he loves talking about it. And so he comes up to me at a soccer game, and there was a situation where we helped him out just a little bit, and he's really emotional, and he's talking about how much he loves the place. And I said, "Man, whatever we can do for you, let me know." And he said, "I hadn't been home in years, hadn't seen his family in years." Right? And I said, "Abraham, we're going to send you home over the summer or over the Christmas break. We're going to send you home." And he just lost it and gave me a hug. Right? And we're just this big emotional scene with several of us right there on the sidelines of a soccer game because that's what it means. Right? And I've always said this to our coaches too, this is where people can really help us is when we're trying to get kids, here's kind of what they can get somewhere. Here's what ORU is going to be able to do, and we got to sell this gap, right? And that gap can be the thing that's going to change your life forever. And I think that's what we're most excited about is the gap to get people to ORU.
Crazy thing though is I just want to point out that almost any other AD in the country I would interview would say that the number one thing they could give to is revshare, which there's nothing wrong with that. But the fact that your answer is the chaplain program speaks a lot for what you guys believe is really important about this experience.
No, absolutely right. And again, I think in my opinion, it's the teaching of all the other things that aren't the basketball player, the baseball player, the soccer player that makes the basketball player, the soccer player, baseball player. Right. And so we're going to continue to invest in those things, and we're going to continue to succeed and see people do unbelievable things at ORU.